The Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, Part 2. Abel James' encouragement. Abel James, while in Paris, read over 23 pages of Franklin's draft and urged him to continue writing his autobiography. James believed the book would entertain millions and instruct youth in industry and temperance. He emphasized the importance of Franklin's example for self-education. Benjamin Vaughan's persuasion. Benjamin Vaughan, also in Paris, read a description of Franklin's book and felt compelled to encourage its completion. Vaughan highlighted Franklin's remarkable life as a valuable document for the newly formed United States. He stressed the potential of Franklin's autobiography to inspire future great men through self-education. The value of Franklin's autobiography. Vaughan argued that Franklin's autobiography would teach not just self-education, but also the education of a wise man. He believed that even small, private details were crucial for providing rules of prudence in daily life. Vaughan saw Franklin's autobiography as a key to life, showing that greatness is achieved through careful planning. Franklin's modesty and writing style. Vaughan praised Franklin's modesty and disinterestedness. He admired Franklin's serviceable, shrewd, and well-composed writing style. Vaughan hoped that Franklin's continued writing would inspire more practical and meaningful literature. Franklin's reflections from Passy. Writing from Passy near Paris in 1784, Franklin mentioned being too busy to write immediately after receiving the letters. He expressed uncertainty about whether he had detailed his efforts to establish the Philadelphia Public Library. Franklin reflected on the lack of booksellers and poor printing houses in New York and Philadelphia during his early years in Boston. Formation and impact of the Junto Library. Franklin recounts the formation of a small library by the Junto, which he later transformed into a subscription library. The concept was replicated by other towns, making reading fashionable and improving literacy. Despite criticism from Brockton, the scrivener who helped start the library, a charter allowed the library to continue indefinitely without subscriptions. Strategy for gaining subscribers. Franklin found that modesty was key in gaining subscribers. By not presenting himself as the author of the idea, he was able to solicit his peers more effectively. The library provided him with the opportunity for constant study, dedicating an hour or two each day. Reading and personal growth. Reading was Franklin's only amusement. His industrious nature, driven by his desire to provide for his family and achieve success, led him to dine with kings, including the King of Denmark. He attributes his progress, from eating from a wooden bowl with a pewter spoon to dining with silver and china, to his good fortune and his supportive wife. Religious beliefs and practices. Franklin, raised as a Presbyterian, did not attend service but believed in God's existence. He thought the best way to serve God was to do good to man and refrained from debating religious points. Despite not attending church service, he contributed an annual sum to the Presbyterian Church. He expressed disappointment at the lack of practical moral instruction in church. Pursuit of moral perfection. Franklin conceived a plan for moral perfection and established a list of 13 virtues: temperance, silence, order, resolution, frugality, industry, sincerity, justice, moderation, cleanliness, tranquility, chastity, and humility. He decided to focus on one virtue at a time, dedicating a week to each, and tracked his progress using charts, prayers, and quotations. Franklin prefaced his book of charts with quotations from Cato, Cicero, and King Solomon. He wrote a prayer asking God for wisdom, guidance, and strength, and sometimes used a prayer from Thompson asking God to teach what is good. Franklin's daily schedule. Franklin's notebook contained a daily schedule that started at 5 a.m. with personal preparation and reflection, followed by work periods, lunch, and accounts review, and ended with organization, leisure activities, and self-examination. Reflection on personal improvement. Franklin followed his self-improvement plan over several cycles of 13 weeks and was surprised to find his own faults. He saw improvement over time but found maintaining order challenging, especially as his memory declined with age. Attribution of success to virtues. At 79 years old, Franklin attributed his happiness and success to the virtues he practiced through his plan. He credited temperance for health, industry for early success, sincerity and justice for public confidence, and overall virtue for an even temper and cheerfulness. Universal application of virtues. Franklin intended his plan of virtues to be applicable across all religions. He considered publishing it as the art of virtue, but never did so. He emphasized that immoral actions are inherently harmful rather than harmful because they are forbidden by religion. Humility in practice. Franklin discussed the importance of appearing humble in social interactions. He adopted a non-confrontational approach from the junto rules, which earned him respect and made persuasion easier. Challenge of overcoming pride. Lastly, Franklin acknowledged that pride and vanity are difficult passions to subdue. Even if one could overcome them entirely, there might be a risk of becoming proud about being humble. In conclusion, Part 2 of Benjamin Franklin's autobiography presents a detailed account of his pursuit of moral perfection and personal improvement. Franklin shares his daily routine, his reflections on his virtues, and the strategies he employed to improve himself. He emphasizes the importance of humility, the challenge of overcoming pride, and the universal applicability of his virtues across all religions. Despite acknowledging his faults and the difficulties in maintaining order, Franklin credits his happiness and success to his disciplined lifestyle and the practice of virtues. His reflections provide valuable insights into his character and the principles that guided his life, making it a compelling narrative of self-improvement and moral development.